Hello and welcome to Matt's Mosh Pit, and tonight I'm going to be checking out Crawling by Electric Callboy. But before I get started, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support you've shown me and my channel so far. It truly means a lot, and I could not do this without you. So folks, this one's actually kind of exciting for me. A couple weeks, I don't know if weeks, months, it's all kind of a blur at this point, but a while back, I should just say, I did a cover of somebody, and I kind of asked if you guys wanted to hear covers or not wanted to hear covers, and I got a lot of great suggestions for covers. And as luck would have it, when we had this conversation or dialogue going on, Electric Callboy dropped their cover of Crawling by Linkin Park. And so, I quite frankly, at this point, I think it's just fate. But so I had to do it. And so that's why we're doing it tonight. But before I get into that, I just want to say that when it comes to Linkin Park, I actually am a really big fan. I was very, very fortunate to see them probably 6 times or so, with Chester. And I will say one of the saddest parts of the whole situation with Linkin Park was the fact that I actually had tickets to the show that Linkin Park was supposed to do, but unfortunately Chester passed away the night before. And it was so tragic because I was really excited to go. And, they were coming to my area, and, I kind of took the day off. It was one of those kind of situations. And I woke up in the morning, and one of my buddies just texted me basically saying, "It looks like you're not going to the Linkin Park show tonight." When I saw the news clippings, and it was just, I was gutted for the fact that, Chester was such a great talent. And so, and it's, as far as like the new Linkin Park goes, I applaud what they're doing. I do think that if they had, I think the choice for a female singer was just a much better choice than had they gotten like a male singer who tried to mimic or sound just like Chester. I think it just would have been kind of a bad scene. So I do actually applaud what they're doing with the current singer. And, so anyway, that's my thoughts on Linkin Park. But like I said, you guys know I love Electric Callboy. So to see Electric Callboy do Crawling is it's actually kind of interesting to me because they're not known for, I guess they're known for more like the techno stuff, and it just seems happy-go-lucky. Whereas I think Crawling is kind of more of a sadder type of song. So I'll be kind of curious to see what they do with it. And so with that being said, let's just go ahead and get to it. So this is Electric Callboy doing Crawling by Linkin Park.
Something inside me that pulls beneath the surface, consuming, confusing. This lack of self-control I fear is never ending. Controlling, I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in.
It's amazing to see this touch. I love the acoustic version, like the acoustic piece of it. It just sounds so great. And it really does highlight Electric Callboy's other side, for lack of better terms. Because like I said, we're used to seeing like the fun party vibe, all that kind of good stuff. And this is just more like subdued, it sounds awesome so far.
I felt this way before, so insecure. Crawling in my skin. These wounds, they will not heal. Fear is how I fall, confusing what is real. Discomfort endlessly has pulled itself upon me. Distracting, reacting, Against my will, I stand beside my own reflection. It's haunting how I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in. I felt this way before, so insecure.
I'm sorry, I'm going to cut back again. I'm going to go back to it. But what I love is how many reactions have I done so far? And I have never seen, the bands, let alone the songs. I didn't know the songs. This might be one of the first, or I guess with some covers, but I feel like it's one of the first where I know every single word. And it's weird from a reaction perspective because I know every single word. This is just great. This is all. It's awesome. I'm gonna go back again because I know it to screw it up, but man, it's so weird in a weird way because I'm so used to having either never seen the band before or never hearing the song before. In most cases, both. And now it's one that I love the band and I know this song inside and out. So it's super cool. Wow. That was awesome. It was such a neat surprise because once again, Electric Callboy is just known for these over the top, electronic anthems and just super party vibe. And this was just much more chill and it was beautiful. I loved it. And the funny thing is when you go, I saw Electric Callboy live in the fall and they did take a little bit of a break and they ended up doing a boy band song. It was the whole, I think it was I Want It That Way, but it was piano and, very similar to this. But what I would say is I think they could easily switch that out in their show and put this in and it would just be amazing. And I'm only saying this out of, hope. I'm going to see him in Tuska Fest in Finland in June, and I hope they throw this in there. It's just amazing. I just imagine if they were to do this live, it would just be the most amazing, epic sing-along with the crowd and whatnot. So I just think it would just be amazing. And they did such a great job at this, version of the song, just the stripped down acoustic version. That was, I think, everything you could want in a cover. And because they didn't just completely do it note for note. They didn't just try to cover the original and, the electronic version and whatnot. The fact that it was just stripped down and they just they owned it. It was so awesome. And so, this is just another awesome cover. And I will say once again, we had talked about doing more covers on the show or the channel, what do you want to call it? Anyway, you guys gave me a lot of suggestions about different covers that I should check out, and I'm definitely going to do that. Just know I'm going to continue to do some, new music that comes out, but I'm also going to throw in some covers from time to time because you guys gave me some great suggestions and I can't wait to check them out. With that being said, folks, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. If you have subscribed already, thank you very much. And please, share these videos with your friends. Maybe we can get them to subscribe and make the world a better, happier place. And I always forget, but please hit the notification button, all that kind of good. I'm terrible at this whole pandering piece, and I know a lot of people do it and they have a set way of doing it. I still quite haven't found the best way of doing this. Anyway, any kind of support is greatly appreciated. I should just say that. More importantly, though, please leave comments. The comments are everything. It's where I get to meet you guys and we get to have a lot of interesting conversations and whatnot. So please, please, please continue to leave comments. With that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.